Hi everyone, welcome to week 3 of college writing. We're starting to get into the thick of things. I'm just finishing grading everything from week 1. I'm always kind of a week behind you guys. So sometimes I will grade your week 2 things early in week 2, sometimes it'll be later, um, things like that. So usually I'm grading a week behind, but some of the ideas that you guys have had from your brainstorming and everything for your narrative essay and things like that have been really, really cool. So tonight and tomorrow and the next couple days, I'll start diving into your first essay, your narrative drafts. And so I look forward to reading those. Some things to think of as we go into week 3. Based on the first week or two of grading, some things I'm noticing that would be a good just across the board thing to mention. Everything needs to be submitted in a Word document. The majority of students are doing that, but some people are pasting things in the comment section or just doing a text submission. I need those to be in a Word document and double spaced because it's a lot easier to read when it's double spaced. And that's MLA format as well. So make sure it's MLA, it's double spaced, and it's attached to the assignment instead of just being pasted into the comment section. That would be really helpful. Let's see. Secondly, let's start looking. You've got some reading to do for the week. You're going to be brainstorming to do a definition essay. And some of the words that they mention here are like love, joy, hope, peace, but there are also any kind of word that has to do with Christianity, with faith, anything like that. It doesn't have to be, don't limit yourself just to those that they give in the example. There's endless amount of words basically you can choose from. And then also you'll be developing off of that an idea list and an idea map. Many of you, the majority of everyone was able to submit the idea map, the picture. If it takes a lot of time to create that idea map in Word, you can always just draw it or write it and take a picture of it and drop it into the Word doc or attach it as a JPEG. That's perfectly fine as well if you don't want to spend the time working on a Word doc. The neatness and everything of that doesn't matter. I just need to see what your map looks like. And then next, you're going to be analyzing definition after you do some reading of John Kessler and Kate Braestrup. And then pre-writing for your definition essay. I'm going to be working on a worksheet for that, and so then you submit that for me to review. And then the discussion this week on heaven, on this little clip from Field of Dreams. You'll be doing some discussion on that this week. And this is the week that I'll start chirping in more and more in the discussion board. Related to the discussion board, it doesn't really apply this week, but any week that we're submitting an essay or anything for peer review, it's okay to note if someone has typos or if there's something that maybe you don't completely agree with. It's okay to mention those things. It's very good to be encouraging and affirming and say, I like this idea, I like the way you said that, but that doesn't help completely. We need to be full circle, which means you can say, this was really good. I did notice some typos or some grammar issues, or think through this idea some more. That's what's really going to be, that kind of constructive criticism is what's really going to help us as we move through the course. And provide some more in-depth feedback. When you post your initial post, like this week, we're talking about heaven after you watch the Field of Dreams clip. After you make that initial post, when you do feedback or interact with other students, it needs to be more than just a couple sentences like, oh, I totally agree, that's great, that's good. But you need to get more in depth in your responses for that. I think that sums up everything for the week. As always, feel free to email me. If you want to talk, that's totally fine. The best thing to do is to email me, and we can set up a time to talk where I know I'll be free and can focus completely on the conversation. So I completely am fine talking. We just need to set that up. And I think that is it. I look forward to reading some of the essays you get submitted, and we'll keep going from there. Have a great night.